Hey, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at Solana, ticker SOL against USDT. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Also want to mention the Telegram chat that I have going on. We're helping newcomers and sharing great low cap gems, so you don't want to miss that out. It's not flooded with spam. Questions are being answered all the time, and you are welcome to join as well. So we are on the weekly. The 20 EMA is below the price right now. We are above the 20 EMA, which is healthy. We are in a bit of a bounce off the 20 EMA, which is healthy. We don't want to get too overextended from the EMAs because, as you can see, this is what happens when you get too overextended from the EMAs. You come back up and you go back down and retest the EMA because sooner or later you're going to come back to the 20 EMA. That's just the way it happens. If you lose the 20 EMA as support, then you're going to come back to the 55 EMA. But now we are on the weekly, and I'm going to bring back my drawings, and I'm still confident that Solana is going to have a retrace because we do have a bearish pattern. We do have some divergence with the volume. And yeah, we're just going to jump into the daily chart at the moment, and I'm going to take a look at the EMAs. So we do have the 20 EMA over here at $24.50. So if you were to get into Solana, the 200 EMA would be an incredible place to put some bits in and buy more Solana coins. As you can see, we made a bearish cross here on June 22nd, and that was bearish, but we're coming back down. The EMA hasn't gotten overextended from the 55 EMA, which is the red line. We're coming back up for that bullish cross. So perhaps there is some upside potential for Solana once the 20 EMA crosses above the 55 EMA, but that is short term. We are seeing a rising wedge pattern, which is a bearish pattern, and I'm going to give you the breakdown target on that in just a couple of seconds. But as you can see, we are also being suppressed by this trend line over here. And it seems like we're starting to break through it, but we're just going to have to wait and see. If we get rejected now, this is the time we might start dropping, and Bitcoin could play a huge part in that as well. So yeah, just keep that in mind, and let's bring out the indicators. Now on the RSI, we have formed on the 4-hourly a head and shoulders pattern. I will show you that on the 4-hourly chart, but on the daily, on the RSI, we're sitting pretty steadily in the middle. We have made a bullish cross on the MACD, which is very good, and it does show us that we are going to have some upside, but we're getting a bit overextended with the moving average, which is the yellow line, is getting very overextended from the signal line, which is the blue line, and you don't want to see that because that is confluent to the fact that we're going to have a bit of a retracement. So yeah, that is for the daily. Jumping into the 4-hourly chart at the moment. So we are in this rising wedge pattern over here, as you can see. So a rising wedge typically forms after a downtrend or after a drop off or a sell off. And as you can see, we have a rising wedge here. The price range is tightening, and sometimes it does break to the upside, but usually you just come back down. And so this would be the target for the breakdown. $27.20 pretty much. That is where the price might come back, and that would actually create this sort of rising double bottom, and that would still mean that we are making higher lows. Now if that does fail, then we are coming back down to the previous support line over here, and that is at $22 pretty much. So $22.30. So keep those two prices in mind. On the 4-hourly, we're holding the 20 EMA as support. We're crossing above the 200 EMA, as you can see over here, going for that bullish cross. So it does seem very good on the 4-hourly, but once again, there is a bearish pattern playing out. So we have this one top, second top, and perhaps a triple top right now on the 4-hourly chart. So yeah, we'll see. It is looking like it's going to break down sooner rather than later, but that just means that there's a lot more opportunity to get into Solana. Also, we formed a head and shoulders pattern on the RSI. So perhaps if we start coming back down on the RSI and start getting sold, we might get down and break down below the neckline of the head and shoulders pattern, and that is when we actually come back down to $27.18, and that is a great place to put some money into it as well. Now, if actually, let me just go to the daily chart because that would be the best place to show you what is happening right now. So we have depleting volume, as you can see, and that doesn't reflect on the price because the price is rising in this rising wedge. So this is a bearish divergence. As you can see, the volume is going down, and that just means that there is less volume, but the price is going up, which is confluence to the fact that we're gonna come back down. Obviously, this is not 100%, but it is still possible. Also, there are some support lines over here at $30.68 and at $32.80. So keep those in mind, and we might not even come back down as low as $27. We might just bounce off either one of these levels. Once again, $30.66 and $32.80. To keep those two in mind, I still think that Solana is going to have a little breakdown, and if that actually does happen, that would give us a triple bottom over here, as you can see. So this would be the first bottom on the left, this would be the second bottom, and if we do drop back down to $27, that would be the third bottom. That would be a triple bottom pattern, which is even more bullish than a double bottom over here. So yeah, it's looking great. That would mean that the 20 EMA would have to get a bit more overextended, but we don't have to drop for a significant amount of time. We could only drop for a couple of days, and Solana is a very strong asset. It gets bought back up pretty quickly. I'm amazed at how well it's doing during these bearish times. So yeah, like I said, we are looking for some breakdown potential, but like I said, it's not 100%. We might continue going up and bouncing off this 20 EMA over here, but eventually we're gonna lose this, and we're gonna test some support level over here. So I'm gonna give you a support level that you might wanna take a look at, and that would be at $31.75. We're getting some nice support over here at this price, so you want to keep an eye on this level if you don't want to wait for the drop off to $27. But in my opinion, we are going to come back to that $27 price range, so you might want to keep an eye on that. And yeah, as you can see, depleting volume on the 4-hourly chart, and this is bearish divergence, which means it doesn't the volume doesn't reflect the price action. And we're going to break down. As you can see, we had this sort of ascending triangle over here, but we broke down out of it, and now we're having a rising wedge over here. So yeah, perhaps we're gonna break down. I'm not 100% sure, guys. I can never be sure. No one can ever be sure about the price action. I'm just giving you the possibilities. If we don't break down, then yeah, obviously we're gonna come back up, and we're gonna hit this support line, and we might break down and retest something as some previous level as support. But for example, this resistance level at the moment, $35.70, does look like a strong resistance. So if we fail to get through that for the third time, then yeah, we might be coming back down even further. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see, guys. Thank you for watching. That's pretty much it for Solana. It's a great project. I love it. And let me know if you are involved in Solana. Thank you all for watching. I'm gonna catch you in the next video. Peace out.